How's it going, everyone? I'm Zach Mahoney, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the Tau Theta Tau crisis on Syracuse campus. The Tau Theta Tau crisis happened on April 18th when the first video was released. The video contained many racial slurs that were very disturbing to watch. Later in that day, both spokespeople for the university and the police department, Chancellor Kent Severud and Chief of Police Bobby Maldonado released statements saying that there would be an investigation and they would get to the bottom of this video and to the bottom of the fate of Theta Tau. Theta Tau is a national fraternity for engineers that was established here on Syracuse in the 1920s. On April 19th, many community members and faculty reached out to the Syracuse student body to try to bring everyone together and have conversations about how they were feeling and what kind of steps they think that should be taken in the near future. On April 20th, Theta Tau released their public statement citing that it was a satirical joke that was taken out of context and the characters in that video were racist, homophobic, and just many other disgusting things that they could have been. And even with this apology, it didn't matter to Chancellor Kent Severud because the next day on April 21st, he permanently expels the Theta Tau house. And that isn't even the worst part. The following day on April 22nd, there's a second video released. This video contained very graphic images when it came to disabled people, and again, more racial stuff that was very, very disturbing. On April 23rd, 18 students that were identified throughout the video were put into investigation, which would then lead them to be taken from classes and put into an alternative style of learning for the rest until the investigation would be complete. On April 24th, the name was removed from the Theta Tau house. Now, because Theta Tau is not a Syracuse-owned house, Syracuse was allowed to remove the name, but they were not allowed to kick the people out. So the students are still living there. On April 25th, 5 students are suing Syracuse because they claim the video brought them up as criminals and racist, which they claim to not be. And the reason they're suing is because, like I said, they're an engineering fraternity, so they're suing for future profits that they would make in their field, which is what they claim to be $1 million apiece. So after all this, what's next? Going in again to the April 25th for them suing. Now, Syracuse did a wonderful job from their stance and a PR standpoint. Theta Tau did a terrible job. When Theta Tau released their apology, they tried following the what's next, or the fact sympathy what's next approach, but in there they also tried coming up with some excuses of how it was acceptable for these videos. It's not acceptable, and now it's up to the courts to decide what exactly will happen, whether it be criminal charges, expulsion from school, or maybe they do win this suing of the school. But at this point, it's in the hands of the judge. Thank you.